Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here, back with another guide for Elden Ring. This time I'm going to show you how to defeat the Crucible Knight in the Stormhill Evergaol. This is a really difficult fight. You can find it quite early in the game, but I recommend coming back much later once you are stronger with at least a +5 weapon and a decent stock of flasks. Starting off, you can get a few free hits in on the Knight because he just sort of has like this startup animation. Whenever he two-hands his sword, he will do these big lumbering swings that you really got to watch out for. It can basically drain your stamina immediately. When he pounds the ground holding his sword with two hands, he's going to follow up with an attack. When he pounds the ground holding his sword with one hand, he's just going to sort of stare at you. But that ground pound can do a ton of stagger damage even if you are blocking, so you want to roll through it as best you can. This boss is parryable, however he cannot be backstabbed. And if you're attacking him on his left side, your right, he will almost always block the attack with his shield, even if he's not holding it up. Hitting his shield basically counts as a block. It's pretty crazy. So, the general strategy here is to not take really any damage for the first 40% of his life, because Phase 2 is really, really difficult. And I know it sounds obvious, don't take damage till Phase 2, but you're gonna find out why here in a second. When he is readying his shield to do a scoop, you want to roll into the shield pretty late. This way you can stay close to him and get a free pot shot off on him. You can see there, parried him. You can parry him even through Phase 2. It's all doable, but it is very, very difficult. So you see there, he pounded the ground holding his sword with two hands. He does an overhead slam. This is the shield attack. You can get a free hit on him. Basically, all of his swings are parryable, but he has a delay on most of them, so it's quite difficult. All right, so here's Phase 2. He will always, always, always start off with that flying attack. You can just roll right through him. If you'd like, you can roll backwards and attempt to chase him down to get a free hit. However, he is a lot faster in this phase, and he gets another one of those miracle sort of moves where he has a tail swipe, and you'll see it here in a moment. There's one. But he can also follow that up with an even bigger tail swipe that basically fills almost the entire arena, so it just has to be rolled through. And unless you have a shield that can block holy damage entirely, which I haven't even found yet in this game, and I've killed 25 bosses so far, but unless you can find a shield that blocks a ton of holy damage, your best recourse is to just time your roll and just be invincible through it. That's really the best course of action. So you can see here, I'm taking it much, much slower now because his moves just do so much damage. And because of that tail swipe, you want to be very careful because you really don't have a ton of stamina to play with at this point in the game unless you're doing this super late. I wasn't, but I did have to come back to him after a while. But yeah, you don't have much stamina throughout this fight, so you gotta manage it very, very safely and intelligently. There's a second tail swipe. You can generally always tell when he's about to do it. It has a big telegraph, but it just fills basically the entire screen and deals a ton of damage. So this last 15% of life here is going to take me a few minutes to whittle away. I just tried to play it so safe because I only had one flask left. I didn't even have a Wondrous Flask at this point. I hadn't found it yet. So yeah, you can roll backwards through that attack, like I said, chase him down, try to get a hit. But in my experience, he was primarily following that up with a double tail swipe, and I didn't really have the stamina to roll through both or even attempt to block an attack. So it's really up to you, whatever you want to do. Yeah, you can see one tail swipe, half health. It's pretty rough. So this is going to be a double tail swipe. Just roll through the second one. You can roll into it and try to get a shot on him after the tail swipe. He does have a few recovery frames there. So we're going to attempt to get a parry here. What I was noticing is after he flies away, see, tons of stagger damage. When he flies away, if you put a lot of distance between you and the boss, he will generally do a running attack. And if you can sort of like get the parry timing down on that one attack, you can keep baiting it out and then just manage the fight through there. That is one strategy. Unfortunately, I'm still trying to get used to the parry timing in Elden Ring, so it really wasn't working out for me. For defeating the boss, you get aspects of the Crucible tail, which is a miracle. And that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Elden Ring, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and join my Discord. The links for those are in the description below. As always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.